So in the last class, we had discussed about different ways through which your body is regulating acid-base balance. Now in this class, we'll discuss about the disorders of acid-base balance. What will happen if acid and base balance is not being maintained? What are the conditions and how your body adapts to those conditions? Okay, अगर acid बढ़ गया या base बढ़ गया, so essentially acidosis हुआ या alkalosis हुआ, then what your body will do. Now, first of all, we talk about acidosis. There are two different types of acidosis. Acidosis is a condition when acid level in your body is very high. Okay. The first type of acidosis will be respiratory. Then you have metabolic acidosis. Similarly, you will also have alkalosis the same way. Alkalosis is also of two types. There is respiratory alkalosis and metabolic alkalosis. ठीक है. अब coming back to acidosis, we'll first discuss acidosis, what is respiratory acidosis, what is metabolic acidosis, and how your body is going to accommodate them, essentially, how your body is reacting to them, how your body is able to adapt to those changes so that your normal body function is coming back. Okay. Now, first of all, respiratory acidosis is essentially occurring because of airway obstruction. Let us suppose the patient has bronchitis, bronchospasms, asthma, any problem where there is obstruction of their airway. They are not able to breathe properly. In this scenario, what will happen is sometimes it can even be a lung disease such as fibrosis or pneumonia. Maybe the patient's respiratory center is becoming depressed. कैसा depressed होता? Let us suppose the patient has taken increased excessive dose of morphine or any drug that suppresses the respiratory center. So in this chapter earlier I had told you that there is something called a respiratory center that controls your inspiration and expiration, your respiratory rate and how you respire. Okay, it is present in your medulla. Now, if that respiratory center is depressed because of certain drugs or because of other reasons, it can be maybe because of injury, okay, or maybe some toxins that you ingested. It can be various reasons. Respiratory center depressed हुआ, it can also be because of flail chest. It can be because of kyphosis or scoliosis. ठीक है, या फिर the patient has neural disorders, neural diseases like polio, poliomyelitis, yeah, respiratory muscle paralysis. All of these will cause respiratory acidosis. So respiratory acidosis कैसा कैसा हो रहा, एक airway obstruction है where you are not able to breathe properly because of either bronchitis or bronchospasm. In all of these conditions, you will see that the patient is not able to breathe properly. Now, specifically, airway obstruction में airway physically obstruct हो रहा. There is something that is blocking the air passageways. That is bronchitis and bronchospasm. जिसमें अगर bronchitis की बात करें, there is inflammation, there is mucus being produced, and that mucus is blocking. तो बहुत सारा mucus अगर produce हुआ respiratory airways में, it will block the passage of air and the patient will go into acidosis, respiratory acidosis. Bronchospasm में क्या होता है? See, spasm is essentially transient contraction. Transient contraction किसको बोलते हैं? Let us suppose आपके bronchi, अच्छा आपको respiratory system पढ़ा है? Do you know what is a bronchi? Have you all been taught about the respiratory system? What are bronchi, bronchioles, alveoli?
Yes, sir.
अच्छा, तो think of bronchi as pipes. ठीक है, these pipes are helping in passage of airways. Now bronchospasm में क्या होता, ये पाइप कंस्ट्रिक्ट हो रहा, छोटा हो जा रहा, फिर बड़ा हो रहा. ठीक है, and even when it is expanding back, it is not expanding completely. So let us suppose it is only expanding this much. ये जो रेड डॉटेड लाइन दिख रही उतना ही एक्सपैंड हो रहा, लेट अस सपोज, and it is compressing to this. So it is going from stage 1 to stage 2 and coming back to stage 1. then going to stage 2. This is occurring transiently, meaning at timed intervals, your bronchi are becoming shorter and they are becoming larger. They are essentially collapsing, then they are expanding again. That is a bronchospasm. Okay? Now that bronchospasm is causing a physical blockage. अगर बहुत छोटा हो गया तो air passage नहीं हो सकता. अगर बहुत छोटा हो गया bronchi, उसमें से air pass नहीं होती. That is another reason why airway obstruction occurs. अगर वो हुआ या फिर audio. One second. Airway obstruction is one reason, or it can be lung diseases like pneumonia. Fluid is filling up inside the patient's lungs. They are not able to breathe properly. Or it can be respiratory center depression. Or sometimes it can also be a neurological disease like polio, neural disease like poliomyelitis, or it can be respiratory muscle paralysis. Respiratory muscles which are helping the intercostal muscles essentially, which are helping in breathing in and breathing out, उसमें अगर paralysis हुआ, in all of these situations what is happening is the patient is not able to breathe properly, and essentially what happens is their blood pH, because of acidosis, their blood pH is falling below 7.35. ठीक है, the patient's blood pH falls below 7.35. respiratory acidosis. metabolic acidosis में क्या हो रहा, ये अलग, इसमें भी acidosis हो रहा but the causes are slightly different. for example lactic acidosis से हो रहा. that is the most common cause of metabolic acidosis, especially shock में. circulatory shock अगर हुआ patient, lactic acidosis in circulatory shock. ठीक है, कीटोएसिडोसिस हुआ नहीं तो ketoacidosis in diabetes, especially diabetes type 2, डायबिटीज मेलिटस टाइप 2 में कीटोसिडोसिस हो सकता. या फिर पेशेंट को रीनल फेलियर है, रीनल फेलियर की वजह से यूरिक एसिडोसिस हो रहा. ये हो रहा कैसा, अब metabolic acidosis are happening because of metabolites that are present in your body, meaning you are consuming something that is causing acidosis. Respiratory acidosis is specifically related to a problem in your respiratory passageways. ठीक है, you are not able to breathe properly, hence it is causing acidosis. Metabolic acidosis में the cause is either something, some abnormal metabolite is being created in your body, or you are ingesting something that is very acidic. It can also be acid poisoning. ठीक है, इसलिए भी हो सकता. इसमें होता क्या, लैक्टिक एसिडोसिस हैपनिंग बिकॉज ऑफ अक्यूमुलेशन ऑफ लैक्टिक एसिड. ठीक है, बहुत सारा लैक्टिक एसिड जमा हो जा रहा है आपकी बॉडी में, दैट इज लीडिंग टू एसिडोसिस. कीटोएसिडोसिस हैपेंस इन डायबिटीज. डायबिटीज में क्या होता, द पेशेंट्स बॉडी इज नॉट एबल टू यूज ग्लूकोज फॉर मेटाबॉलिज्म. अब नॉर्मली आपकी बॉडी में आप जब खाना खाते, वट एवर फूड यू ईट, that is broken down into glucose, and glucose is being used by your cells, your cardiac cells, your renal cells, various cells in your body are using glucose for energy. Glucose is broken down into various components and energy is obtained, ATP is obtained from it. Diabetes में क्या होता, that glucose is not able to enter inside the cell because of various reasons, and ultimately what happens is even if you are eating normal amount of food, glucose is not able to enter inside the cell, hence the cell is not able to produce energy. आपको अगर एनर्जी होना है, अगर एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस करना है माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया से, that glucose is supposed to enter inside the cell and that glucose will be converted into ATP. अगर glucose is not able to enter inside the cell, you will not be able to produce energy. So what will happen is your body will start seeking other ways of producing energy. Essentially it will start breaking down fats, and fats जब break down करती, especially आपकी liver fats को जब break down करती diabetes में, excessive amounts of fats are broken down. As a result what will happen is ketones are produced, specific types of chemicals called ketones. These ketones are acidic and they will cause ketoacidosis. So once again diabetes में क्या हो रहा, diabetes mellitus में glucose is not able to enter inside your cell. Essentially, because of this, your cell is not able to produce enough amount of energy, because of which your body will have to seek other sources of energy. ग्लूकोज तो काम नहीं आ रहा, अब कहीं और से एनर्जी लेना ही है, पेशेंट को जिंदा रखना है, तो एनर्जी होना है। तो आपके सेल्स क्या करते हैं, स्पेसिफिकली योर लिवर, इट विल स्टार्ट ब्रेकिंग डाउन फैट, and as fat is being broken down by your liver, it will be converted into ketones, and these ketones will be acidic in nature. If excessive amount of ketones are being collected inside your blood, that will lead to ketoacidosis. Then finally, renal failure में क्या होता, रीनल फेलियर में यूरिक एसिड कलेक्ट होने लगता। नॉर्मली आपका सेल्स, आपके मसल्स, whenever they perform different metabolic functions, uric acid is one product, that it is a byproduct of several metabolic reactions, and this uric acid is generally present in your blood. A little bit of it is present in your blood. That is fine. Whenever your blood is being filtered by your kidneys, that uric acid is being thrown out in the form of urine. यूरिन के अंदर आपका एक्सेसिव यूरिक एसिड जो है उसको फेंक देते। But if your kidneys are not working properly, in patients who have renal failure, in them this uric acid starts getting accumulated inside their body, and essentially that will lead to increase in uric acid levels in their blood and uric acidosis. Those are the three main ways through which uh, you know respiratory, sorry, metabolic acidosis occurs. There are few other ways as well. For example, if your if your kidneys are not working and H plus excretion is not working properly, if hydrogen ions are not being excreted properly, they will start getting accumulated inside your body, and again acidosis will occur. Or if there is excessive loss of bicarbonates, if there is excessive loss of bicarbonates in the patient's urine, or let's suppose the patient has diarrhea, ठीक है, or they have biliary fistula, in any case ज़्यादा amount of bicarbonate बहुत ज़्यादा lose हो जा रहा body में से, then also acidosis will occur, because bicarbonate is a alkaline agent. अगर bicarbonate आपके blood में है, it will be able to counter the acid. अब बाइकार्बोनेट अगर आप लूज कर दे रहे, नॉर्मल अमाउंट ऑफ एसिड विल आल्सो बिकम एसिडोसिस, ठीक है, बिकॉज द नॉर्मल अमाउंट ऑफ bicarbonate that is present in your blood is being lost. Normally there should be a little amount of bicarbonate present in your blood. Let us suppose the patient does not have any of these conditions, कोई भी acidic condition नहीं है, and they have normal amount of acid present in their blood. Let's suppose normal amount of ketones, normal amount of lactic acid, normal amount of uric acid. But if their bicarbonates become very low, now what is happening is the relative amount of acid is increasing, ठीक है, यहाँ पर एसिड ज्यादा नहीं हो रहा, बट बाइकार्बोनेट कम हो जा रहा। अगर बाइकार्बोनेट बहुत कम हो गया तो रिलेटिव अमाउंट ऑफ एसिड बढ़ जाता, तो एसिडोसिस होता। दैट इज ऑल्सो वन रीजन वाई मेटाबॉलिक एसिडोसिस occurs. Now, these are the reasons why acidosis occurs, respiratory or metabolic. Now, how your body compensates for it is, let us suppose respiratory acidosis हुआ, respiratory acidosis में the primary thing your body will do is it will start stimulating respiratory center. So your body will essentially secrete a few chemicals, and because of those chemicals, your respiratory center, which is present inside your medulla, that will be stimulated. As this respiratory center is being stimulated, your breathing will become much more deep and it will become much more rapid. Essentially, it will cause hyperventilation. Whenever your body is undergoing respiratory acidosis, acid level बहुत बढ़ गया, आपके body क्या करती है, it will respond by stimulating respiratory center. As respiratory center is being stimulated, that patient will undergo hyperventilation. They will start breathing very deep and they will start breathing very fast. उनका respiratory rate भी बढ़ जाता and उनका reserve volume बढ़ जाता. They will start breathing more deeply. As they are undergoing hyperventilation, they will start excreting more amount of CO2. CO2 expiration increases. अगर CO2 का एक्सपिरेशन इंक्रीज हो गया या CO2 का एलिमिनेशन बढ़ गया, तो क्या होता, आपके ब्लड में H2CO3 is being converted into H2O and CO2, right? This I already told you. आपके ब्लड में जब भी कार्बोनिक एसिड रहता, that कार्बोनिक एसिड is present as water and carbon dioxide. अगर आप हाइपर वेंटिलेट करने लगे, तो ज़्यादा एंड ज़्यादा कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इज बीइंग लॉस्ट, ठीक है, ज़्यादा एंड ज़्यादा कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इज बीइंग थ्रोन आउट ऑफ योर बॉडी, एंड अल्टीमेटली व्हाट हैपेंस इज दिस एसिड लेवल डिक्रीजेस, meaning your pH will go up. That is how your body is countering respiratory acidosis. The second mechanism, ये एक वे है. Second mechanism is that it will take a little longer, but it will happen. Second mechanism is by your kidneys. Same, it will also help in renal acidosis. What your kidneys will do is, renal mechanism भी बोलते हैं इसको, they will start conserving cations. Cation conservation occurs, because of which, along with cation conservation, bicarbonate reabsorption will increase. As bicarbonate reabsorption increases, अब I already told you bicarbonate is an alkaline material. अगर आपकी बॉडी ज़्यादा बाइकार्बोनेट अब्जॉर्ब करने लगेंगी, उतना ज़्यादा अल्कलाइन मटेरियल बढ़ते जाएगा. अब एक पेशेंट को ऑलरेडी रेस्पिरेटरी एसिडोसिस है, मतलब उनके ब्लड में एसिड लेवल ज़्यादा है, तो यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा, आपकी बॉडी कॉम्पनसेट कर रही बाई रीअब्जॉर्बिंग मोर अमाउंट ऑफ बाइकार्बोनेट. तो क्या होता है, जितना ज़्यादा बाइकार्बोनेट लेवल बढ़ते गया, पीएच कम हो गया, बिकॉज ऑफ एसिडोसिस पीएच वेंट डाउन. अब जैसा ये अब्जॉर्ब करते जाएगा, pH slowly it will start going up. That is the second mechanism that is happening through your kidneys. ठीक है. Now when we talk about metabolic acidosis, that was respiratory acidosis. अगर respiratory acidosis हुआ, दो चीज़ें होते. First, respiratory center stimulate होता, because of that the patient will go into hyperventilation. They'll start breathing more deeply, and they will start breathing more rapidly, because of which they'll start excreting more amount of carbon dioxide. Hence, acid levels will go down, or their pH will become more stable. It will come back to normal. Second, their kidneys will start reabsorbing more amount of bicarbonate, and it will start to conserve cations, because of which again their pH will come back to normal. ठीक है. Then अगर metabolic acidosis हुआ, in case you have ingested something poisonous, what will happen is your body will start excreting more amount of cations. In this scenario, your kidneys will play a very big role. Essentially, your body will start stimulating your kidneys, and what will happen is it will start excreting more and more amount of uric acid. It will start excreting more and more amount of acidic material. Whenever you have metabolic acidosis, your kidneys will become hyperactive. That is the main way through which your body is countering metabolic acidosis. Whenever metabolic acidosis hota, patient's kidneys will become hyperactive, and they will start throwing out more and more amount of acid. They will keep continuing to do so till their acid level comes back to normal. Another thing their kidney will do is it will start producing more amount of bicarbonate, and it will start conserving more amount of bicarbonate. Both of them will occur. HCO3 minus production increases, इसका प्रोडक्शन बढ़ जाता, एंड इसका रीअब्जॉर्प्शन भी बढ़ जाता, meaning less amount of bicarbonate is being lost through your urine, and more amount of bicarbonate is being produced by your kidneys, both of which are responsible for increasing pH. ठीक है. Those are the ways through which your body is able to counter metabolic acidosis. Okay. Now coming to alkalosis, that was acidosis. I hope you understood. Acid level जब बढ़ता, रेस्पिरेटरी वे से बढ़ सकता या मेटाबॉलिकली बढ़ सकता, एंड अकॉर्डिंगली व्हाट टाइप ऑफ एसिडोसिस इज अकरिंग, मेटाबॉलिक हो रहा या रेस्पिरेटरी हो रहा, आपकी बॉडी अकॉर्डिंगली रिस्पॉन्ड करती. कभी ब्रीदिंग को बहुत बढ़ा देती, या फिर आपकी किडनीज को बहुत स्टिमुलेट कर देती. नाउ कमिंग टू एल्कलोसिस, very similar to acidosis. यहाँ पर let us suppose the patient has metabolic acidosis, sorry, metabolic alkalosis, meaning their pH is increasing. Alkalosis में क्या हो रहा, pH is increasing more than 7.35. It is becoming excessively alkaline. It is becoming excessively basic. Now, whenever pH is increasing, metabolic acidosis, metabolic alkalosis कैसा हो सकता? Let us suppose H plus ion concentration in your blood decreases more than normal. H plus concentration, which is maintaining pH, that is decreasing more than normal, or increase in HCO3 minus concentration. See, everything in a normal level is fine. अगर normal से बढ़ जा रहा है या normal से कम हो जा रहा, that is a problem. Metabolic alkalosis में normal level of hydrogen ion concentration is becoming very low. And what happens is relatively bicarbonate concentration increases. Even if bicarbonate concentration is normal, because hydrogen ion concentration बहुत कम हो जा रहा, आपका bicarbonate level बढ़ जाता. इसका एग्जाम्पल कैसा है? ओके, आई एम श्योर आप लोग कभी ना कभी चाशनी खाए होंगे, शुगर सिरप. आई एम श्योर you must have eaten gulab jamun sometime in your life. Okay, and that gulab jamun is generally given with sugar syrup, right? Now if you have ever made gulab jamun at your home, I'm sure at some point or the other you must have seen someone make the syrup, sugar syrup. What you do is you take a little bit of water and you add sugar. Let us suppose I want a average sugar syrup. What I will do is I will take 1 liter of water. Okay, and let us suppose I am taking 2 cups, or I am taking rather than 2 cups. Let us suppose I am taking 500 grams of sugar. Okay, I take 1 liter of water and I take 500 grams of sugar. I will be able to produce a syrup of a certain sweetness. एक एक certain level of sweetness रहती वो sugar syrup की. अब मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, शुगर, ये सिरप को मेरे को अगर और मीठा बनाना है, इफ आई वांट टू मेक दिस सिरप स्वीटर, what I can do, instead of simply increasing the amount of sugar, if I don't want to increase sugar, let's suppose, what I will do is I will decrease the amount of water. Okay, even though the amount of sugar is not increasing, the syrup will become more sweeter because the net volume of sugar that is present in that syrup is increasing. Let us suppose instead of taking 1 liter, I take only 750 ml of water. ठीक है, यहां पर क्या होता है, चाशनी ज्यादा मीठी हो जाती बिकॉज दैट वाटर कंटेंट इज डिक्रीजिंग. आप पहले 1 लीटर पानी में आधा किलो शुगर डाल रहे थे, अब आप 750 ml वाटर में हाफ के जी डाल रहे, ऑब्वियसली इट विल बिकम मोर स्वीटर. ठीक है, even though you are not putting more sugar, that syrup is becoming sweeter. The same thing is happening in alkalosis. Even if your bicarbonate level is not increasing, because there is a decrease in hydrogen level, what will happen is relative pH will increase. यहाँ पर ये एसिडिटी मेंटेन करने में हेल्प कर रहा था, जो हाइड्रोजन आयंस है, दोज वर हेल्पिंग इन मेंटेनिंग एसिडिटी. दीज बाइकार्बोनेट आयंस आर हेल्पिंग इन मेंटेनिंग अल्कलिनिटी. ये दोनों का बैलेंस की वजह से पीएच इज मेंटेन्ड एट 7.3. अब ये कम हो गया तो इसका रिलेटिव अमाउंट बढ़ जाता. ठीक है, relative amount of bicarbonate is increasing in your body, because of which pH starts going up. ठीक है, the compensation is mainly by lungs. ठीक है, what your lungs will do is it will cause hypoventilation. At this point of time, whenever alkalosis occurs, your lungs will go into hypoventilation, meaning your breathing rate will decrease and your breathing will become more shallow. Essentially what will happen is your body will start retaining more amount of carbon dioxide. If it is retaining more amount of carbon dioxide, H2CO3 concentration increases. In acidosis we saw that अगर बहुत एसिड लेवल बढ़ गया आपकी बॉडी में, आपके लंग्स क्या कर रहे थे, देवर अंडरगोइंग हाइपरवेंटिलेशन, बहुत ज्यादा ब्रीदिंग बढ़ जा रही थी एंड बहुत डीपली ब्रीथ कर रहे थे आप, तो ज्यादा कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एक्सपायर कर रहे थे. इन अल्कलोसिस उल्टा होता, आपके लंग्स कम ब्रीथ करना लगते, the amount of air that you are breathing out will decrease, and the rate at which you breathe out will also decrease, because of which more carbon dioxide is retained inside your body, more amount of carbon dioxide is present inside your body, it is being saved inside your body, and obviously because of more amount of carbon dioxide, carbonic acid levels will increase. As carbonic acid levels are increasing, pH will start going down. Okay, because of which again you are able to bring back that pH back to normal. Okay, the second mechanism through which compensation occurs is by renal mechanism. Whenever there is alkalosis, if your body is experiencing alkalosis, let us suppose your body senses that अरे ये हमारे blood में तो alcohol sorry this thing alkaline level बहुत बढ़ गया, pH level बहुत बढ़ गया, what it will do is that kidney, essentially renal systems, will start excreting more amount of HCO3 minus. HCO3 excretion will increase and HCO3 reabsorption will decrease. ज़्यादा HCO3 को बाहर फेंकने लगते. As such, what will happen is more and more amount of HCO3 is lost, because of which pH will start going down again. ठीक है. Once again, renal compensation में क्या हो रहा? Whenever the body is uh, whenever the body is sensing that your alkaline level, your pH level is increased more than normal, your kidneys will stop producing HCO3. They will not produce as much as they used to. They will start increasing excretion of HCO3 minus, and they will start reabsorbing less amount of HCO3. HCO3 reabsorption will decrease. All of this will cause decrease in pH. ठीक है? That will bring your pH level back to normal. Then finally, respiratory alkalosis. तो मेटाबॉलिक एल्कलोसिस में क्या हो रहा था? यू आर इंजेस्टिंग समथिंग दैट वाज इंक्रीजिंग द पीएच लेवल इन योर ब्लड, राइट? रेस्पिरेटरी एल्कलोसिस इज हैपनिंग बिकॉज ऑफ हाइपरवेंटिलेशन. लेट अस सपोज द पेशेंट हैज some disease which is causing hyperventilation. ठीक है? Whenever they are hyperventilating, their PCO2 will decrease. As their carbon dioxide levels in their blood is increasing, see, you are not doing anything. यहाँ पर आपकी बॉडी कुछ कॉम्पनसेशन मैकेनिज्म नहीं कर रही हाइपरवेंटिलेशन के लिए. बिकॉज ऑफ अ डिजीज कंडीशन और बिकॉज ऑफ सर्टेन कंडीशन, दे themselves are undergoing hyperventilation. Without the stimulation of your body, it is undergoing hyperventilation. And wherever hyperventilation occurs, CO2 decreases. Sorry, CO2 in your blood decreases, meaning more and more amount of CO2 is being excreted. It is being exhaled. And as CO2 is being exhaled, what will happen is HCO2, H2CO3 levels, your bicarbonic acid levels, carbonic acid levels, sorry, will start decreasing and pH will start increasing. As soon as this happens, now ये क्यों होता? Hyperventilate क्यों होते? Let us suppose someone goes for hiking. Let us suppose they go to a very a tall mountain and they go for trekking or for hiking. जब hyperventilate करने लगते, if the patient has emotional trauma or if the patient has severe anemia, in all of these conditions the patient is undergoing hyperventilation. The compensation by your body is that what will happen, your body will stop hyperventilation. First of all, it will try to decrease the amount of hyperventilation. It will try to decrease the stimulation to your respiratory center, because of which the carbon dioxide that is being excreted, that will decrease. Okay? And whenever hyperventilation is occurring, your alveolar respiration is increasing, because of which carbon dioxide is increasing, right? Systemic carbon dioxide is decreasing. Ultimately what happens is, as more and more amount of carbon dioxide is leaving out of your body and carbonic acid levels are decreasing, आपके kidneys क्या करते हैं? H plus को retain करने लगते. More and more amount of H plus is being retained, and as H plus is being retained more, आपके acid levels in your blood will start increasing. That is the only compensatory mechanism for respiratory alkalosis. If your body is detecting कि अरे ये person बहुत hyperventilate कर रहे हैं, इनके body में alkalosis होने लगेगा अब. If more and more amount of carbon dioxide is excreted out of your body, the patient will go into alkalosis. What will happen is your body will start reabsorbing more and more amount of hydrogen ions. As more amount of hydrogen ions are being reabsorbed inside, what will happen is acidity will increase. Circulating H plus ions and HCO3 minus ions will start increasing, which will make more and more amount of HCO3 minus. Sorry, H2CO3, कार्बोनिक एसिड. जैसा H प्लस आयन्स बढ़ते जाएंगे आपके ब्लड में, HCO3 माइनस के साथ कंबाइन करेंगे. अब आपकी ब्लड, आपके किडनीज क्या कर रहे हैं? H प्लस आयन की कॉन्सेंट्रेशन को बढ़ा दे रहे हैं आपकी बॉडी में. दे आर रीअब्सॉर्बिंग मोर अमाउंट ऑफ H प्लस आयन्स. They are decreasing the excretion of H plus ions. Ultimately, this H plus ions will combine with H2CO3. Sorry, they will combine with carbonic acid, and this will make H2CO3. Whenever H2CO3 increases in your blood, this will cause a net increase in your um, net decrease in pH, because of which your acidity will come back to normal or your alkalinity will come back to normal, whatever way you put it. आपका pH जो increase हो गया था वो कम होने लगता. ठीक है? That is how your body is compensating for respiratory alkalosis. So with that, we have completed water and electrolyte balance. I hope you understood this. What is alkalosis? What is acidosis? Respiratory alkalosis, and metabolic acidosis and metabolic alkalosis. कैसा हो रहा है and कैसा आपकी बॉडी कॉम्पनसेट कर रही है. I would strongly suggest एक बार आप टेक्स्ट बुक ओपन करके आज पढ़ो, क्योंकि this can be confusing. What is compensation can also cause that condition depending on what is happening in the patient's body. ठीक है.